What's up, Family Liberty? It's your boy Big Sarge. The past couple of days, what with Arlington National Cemetery being in the news, more than a couple of the bootlicking simps for a Wish.com wannabe fascist have been in the Sons of Liberty comments on our YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook, among other places, talking about how the Afghanistan withdrawal was Joe Biden's fault. Not gonna lie, fam, I took that shit mad personally. I got so fucking enraged by the gross display of cheese dick politician showmanship from some clown-ass draft-dodging traitor who hates America that I was literally angrier than I've ever been in about 20-some-odd years. I had to go sit outside and smoke the fattest joint just to calm the fuck down. But I'm still fucking mad because nothing irks the shit out of me more than some fuckface cuckface running his Russian knob polishers when he very clearly didn't watch the video at all. So this whole ass video today is going to be on the Afghanistan withdrawal because today is the anniversary of the final day that US troops were pulled out in 2021. And if you're a Kool-Aid drinking MAGA cultist who shows up in my motherfucking comments feed with some motherfucking bullshit, I am gonna buttfuck your soul so hard that you ain't gonna shit right for a week. So you may as well buckle the fuck up, kids, because Big Sarge is taking you to school today. So clean the wax out your ears, and when this video's over, just move the fuck out and draw fire, because there ain't no kind of safe space on the Sons of Liberty social media for any MAGA fuckwits chuckle fuckery. You will absolutely not find any shelter here whatsoever. Verily, I had thought that I was completely out of fucks to give, but lo, I have foundeth new depths of fucklessness. In 2001, the United States invaded Afghanistan after the ruling government, the Taliban, refused to hand over Osama bin Laden, who had claimed responsibility for the events of 9/11. By the way, for all you fucking clown-ass bitches who want to talk shit about how 9/11 was an inside job, let me stop you right the fuck there. I and many other intelligence professionals saw copious amounts of first-hand proof that it was Al-Qaeda. And no, I don't give a fucking shit what steroid Joe Brogan says on his fucking podcast. So after we ass-fucked Al-Qaeda back into the Stone Age and rendered it almost as impotent as Donald Trump with a consenting non-related woman of legal age of consent, the main resistance in Afghanistan came from the Taliban. The vast amounts of insurgency was from local warlords and Taliban leaders. The vast amount of acts of terror within the country were perpetrated by the Taliban. When Donald Trump took office in 2017, there were around 10,000 troops in Afghanistan, and an additional 3,000 were later added just to help keep the peace. So in 2019, when Mango Unchained, aka Old Man Spraytan, invited the fucking Taliban to Camp David on the anniversary of September the 11th to hold peace talks and to transition America's remaining troops out of Afghanistan, it is absolutely fucking correct to say that Donald Trump negotiated with terrorists. In doing so, Velveeta Voldemort excluded the rightful, lawfully elected Afghanistan government, and he sure as fuck did not consult with the Afghanistan army and police officials either. Gee, Donald Trump not having any respect for the military, for law enforcement, for lawfully elected officials, or for the rule of law? Huh! Imagine that! Now, the prevailing argument used by the brain-dead, dumb-fuck shit-asses is that this is somehow Joe Biden's fault because he was the president when the assault on Abbey Gate happened. And any time that you mention the withdrawal was Trump's fault, they get this confused look on their dopey faces and say some shit like, Biden was president! What kind of chuckle-fuckerated bullshit is this? Do y'all motherfuckers live in an alternate universe of alternative facts? Or are you such a brainwashed sheeple cultist that you don't believe the actual reality that unfolded in real time for the fucking rest of the fucking planet? The peace agreement that the United States government signed with the Taliban is called the Doha Accords, and it was signed 29 February of 2020. You know, 9 months before the 2020 election, where one-term, twice-impeached impotent Donald Trump lost to Joe Biden, who wasn't even sworn in until after the January 6th insurrection of 2021. Donald Trump, not Joe Biden, had to be talked out of inviting Taliban terrorists to Camp David on the anniversary of September the 11th. Donald Trump, not Joe Biden, drew down U.S. forces over the last 11 months in office, reducing them from approximately 13,000 troops down to about roughly 2,500, making them extremely vulnerable to attack. Donald Trump, not Joe Biden, ordered the release of 5,000 Taliban fighters from prison. One of those prisoners, by the fucking way, became the new leader of Afghanistan. In total, around 6,500 were actually released. Donald Trump, not Joe Biden, agreed to a May 1st exit from Afghanistan. He then bragged about not needing an exit strategy. Oh, by the way, he also refused to brief the incoming team on the situation in Afghanistan because he was ass-mad about not winning re-election. Donald Trump, not Joe Biden, shut down every single airbase in Afghanistan except one, crippling the United States' ability to safely extract all of our assets safely. The last general on the last evacuation plane said that all of the equipment of American ownership had been destroyed, and the other equipment belonged to Afghanistan's government. That was basically the Taliban when Trump gave them the keys to the country. Remember the photos of Taliban dudes riding around in American Humvees and MRAPs wielding American weapons? Yeah, all looted from what used to be the Afghanistan government, which, by the way, the people democratically elected. Not that Trump would know anything about that. In a previous video, I said, sure, Joe Biden could have said something like, this plan's fucking stupid, it was drawn by an angry toddler, and I'm not doing it. What would have actually happened was that since Donald Trump had reduced the amount of troops down to less than 3,000 people and left us with one airbase and virtually no military equipment, and since he cucked the Afghanistan government and military, Joe Biden would have basically had to re-fucking invade the whole ass country one more time just to complete a proper withdrawal. We would have had no goodwill with the Taliban, who, by the way, publicly stated that if we didn't withdraw, they would raffle stomp the U.S. forces that were there before we could rescue a single fucking survivor. We would have had exactly one feasible flight path in from the Gulf of Oman, since the other country there would have been primed to help fuck us in the ass. And that one remaining flight path would have been a severe risk to even trust. That's just my personal opinion, though. Fuck Pakistan. So for all you right-wing ass clowns and bitch-made MAGA cucks flocking to the comments to run your Shrek-sized Delta Bravos. Well, actually, Delta Bravo is military phonetic for the letters D and B. Used in this context, it's an abbreviation for dick beaters or hands. Over the keys at me and other flag-waving American patriots about how the Afghanistan withdrawal is Biden's fault. Fuck you fucking ignorant-ass motherfuckers. I can't even tell you how much I hate stupid fucking morons who, in an age where we have unprecedented access to historical, factual information, you willfully and deliberately choose to be the dumbest fucking idiots on the fucking planet. I swear to God. So all y'all dumb sons of bitches out there saying, well, at least Trump showed up, Biden, blah, blah, blah. Just shut the fuck up. The whole world, including your lover trapped in the closet, aka Russia, is laughing at you. You are literally the lowest common denominator. You are the weakest link. The sooner you pull your fucking head out of your ass, the easier it will be for the rest of us to hose you off and put you back in the shallow end of the gene pool where you belong. Hopefully, next time you won't piss in it. This is why the cult of MAGA absolutely must be destroyed in 2024 election. Don't fucking rely on everybody else showing up. You all need to show the fuck up and you need to vote blue. And when the dust settles and we've had another peaceful and secure transfer of power, let's continue laughing these idiot-ass dumb fucks back under the wet, slimy rock from which they crawled out. 2 years from now, I want to be relaxing on my deck, drinking a Scottish finger of Glenmorangie, thinking about how nice it is that every MAGA cultist is sulking and hiding and pretending that they weren't part of the cult of IQ 45. You know, the same way that all the civilians in Germany who were registered members of the Nazi party suddenly pretended that they just didn't know shit about anything that was going on in the death camps across the railroad tracks from their town. Yeah, motherfucker, I said it. Hashtag not sorry, not sorry. Admin Tim316 says get fucked and die mad about it. 2 claps and a Rick. Clap them hands before I clap them cheeks. Woo! I had to go sit outside and smoke the fattest joint just to calm the fuck down. I shit you not, I was higher than Willie Nelson at a Snoop Dogg concert. I was higher than giraffe pussy.